Hey everyone. Okay, this is very uncomfortable. I'm going live. Normally I record my videos and then I post them because I can record them a million times and then come back. Okay, so here's the deal. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wanted to come on because I know that a lot of you have expressed to me in the past that you feel as though you're an introvert. You're afraid. Some of you aren't necessarily introverts, but you're afraid to move forward. And you know what? I really wanted to take a moment and just share my journey with you, or at least part of my journey with you, because quite frankly, oh my gosh, sorry guys, the dogs are playing in the other yard. Anyways, I have discovered that it is not easy to be afraid and be in real estate, really. It's not easy to kind of figure out what you're supposed to be doing when you're so afraid you don't know which way is up. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to come on and talk with you guys a little bit about my journey, because it has been long and it has been scary, and it is really, it has entailed a stalker. It has had PTSD. It has had anxiety and depression and all the things. And it has stopped me on many occasions. It has put me in a place of hiding. It has made me go and not do what I feel I was meant to do in the world because I was too afraid, because there was nothing that I could see that would help me other than just doing the thing. But you guys, it's so scary to do the thing sometimes, right? Like, it's so scary to get out of our own way and just be okay. And I wanted to come on because I have done some things recently that really surprised me. And, you know, it showed me some things. So I have always been afraid. I have always been fearful, and I never really understood why until I went to this conference. And you know, I started to realize that all of the things that I'm afraid of are basically what other people think. All of my fears, the PTSD, all of the things, all of the things that are holding me back are other people. It's what other people think, what other people who might be watching me, who may be there, who's out to get me, right? Like, those are the things that have scared me. And I'm realizing more and more and more that it's me holding me back. It's me who is scaring me, right? And you know what? Like I said, I went to this conference, and basically, I mean, I have been diagnosed agoraphobic. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. I have been diagnosed with PTSD, with depression, with anxiety. Agoraphobia is where you basically are too afraid to leave the house. And I was there. I have been there on multiple occasions. I have gone through phases. I have come out the other side multiple times, but realizing that I'm not alone, and there's other people who are struggling like me, maybe not to the same extent, but basically struggling nonetheless, right? And maybe some more extreme than me. But the thing that I wanted everyone to know is that literally we are the ones holding ourselves back. It is not, and please don't hop off with this. Like, literally, we are the ones holding ourselves back. We are the ones who are keeping ourselves afraid. And I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. That is how we stay safe. But I realized when I went to this conference that I was the one holding myself back. I was the one who was making things hard. I was the one who was holding myself down to keep other people comfortable. And why? Why would someone do that? Why would someone hide from success to make other people feel comfortable? And I realized that it was because I was so afraid that people around me would leave me, right? Another fear. I was afraid people would abandon me if I was too successful, if I made them uncomfortable by being successful. I've had friends who have told me things. I've had friends who have said to me things like, oh, it must be nice. Or one time a friend saw my bank account after a relatively large commission, and she was like so kind of almost offended. Like, she called me fancy pants, and I was like, oh goodness, I didn't know how that made me feel at the time, except that I thought it was bad. It was bad about me because I had something and she didn't. And it wasn't that that money was staying in my account or anything like that. I had a million bills to pay and taxes and all the things. But it's the comments that other people make that make us realize that maybe we're doing something wrong. And it's not that we're doing anything wrong by playing in our strengths and being who we are, but sometimes the fear of what other people think, and sometimes the fear holds us back to a point where we're so afraid we don't act. And that's where I've been. I've been in that place. And I know a lot of you have been in that place because you've told me, I'm an introvert. Like, I can't do this thing or that thing, right? And I'm starting to realize that I've always said I'm an introvert until I start talking to people, and then I'm an extrovert. But basically, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, once you realize that everything you do is power. It takes power. It takes courage to do any of the things we're doing in real estate, in life. Like, it is all about courage. It is all about moving forward. It is all about taking our power back. And you know what? I really want to show other women how to do the things that I've done. Going from agoraphobic to traveling across the country all by myself, you guys, that is huge. Like, I didn't even, in the moment, I didn't even realize what that meant until I got there. And people were like, Corey, this is a big deal. This is actually almost a miracle. And I sat there and I thought about it and I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? You might be right. But like, why does it take someone else telling us that we're strong sometimes for us to see that? Ew, that's kind of an ugly thought, right? Like, why can't we believe in ourselves the way other people believe in us? Why can't we see what other people see in us? Anyway, I just am so passionate about helping other people and helping other people see what is inside of them, what they have to share with the world, what they have to offer the world. Like, we are hiding our gifts, and you know what? When we hide, we are taking away from other people's experience. And that's the thing that I'm realizing the most. When I hide, I am hiding my gifts. When I hide, I am hiding the potential change that I can bring to the world. Now, that sometimes feels very, I can't think of the word, conceited, maybe, you know, because, I mean, who wants to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to change the world? No, fuck that. I'm changing the world. We are not going to be afraid anymore. We are not going to stand in fear and let that run our lives. We are not going to allow people to feel as if they need to be scared anymore. We are going to together together, you guys, we're going to make a difference. We're going to change things. And maybe for those of you watching, maybe it's not you who's afraid, but maybe you know someone who's afraid, who is almost terrified to make a move. If you know someone like that, please let them know they're not alone and that there's so much more waiting for them. We just need to believe in ourselves to get to that place. We just have to believe that we are meant for more. We have to believe that when we're not sharing our gifts, we are actually hurting other people, because there are people out there who need us. And if we're not sharing our gifts, we're literally hiding them from the world. Like, we are literally hiding them from the people who need it. Anyway, you guys, we can do this together. We can change the world. And I know that this is big talk, right? From someone who has been diagnosed with agoraphobia and has been hiding out on and off for years. But like, literally, why not us? Why not me? Why not you? Why do we have to stand in our fear? Why can't we stand in our power? Why can't we learn that our fears don't have to hold us back? I just feel like there are so many places that we allow ourselves to be held back by fear. And there are so many places that we sit here on the sidelines and just say, okay, I'm gonna go do that thing. Or like, ooh, look at that person. They're doing so good, so many things. Like, we compare ourselves and that robs our joy. So let's work together and create a place where you like are succeeding. You are feeling strong. Like, it doesn't have to be one of those things where like every single day you're going. Like, I cannot do that. Yesterday and the day before, I was in the mountains refreshing. Like, every time I do something that's big and scary, well, okay, I scare the crap out of myself and then I have to go and reset. But you know what? So be it. If that's how you have to be, then be that way. But don't be so afraid that you hold yourself back anymore, okay? Because you guys, we don't need that in the world anymore. We need you. And every time you sit there and you say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this thing, or you know what, I want to download this freebie and this is going to be the thing that changes my business. Like, whatever it is that you're thinking, like this little spark, this is going to do it. Keep going. Don't give up. Realize that you have everything inside of you that you need. You just have to believe in yourself and see the possibility. And so many times, so many of us hold ourselves back because someone has told us something along the way that makes us doubt our ability. You guys, that's not what we are. That's not who we are. As realtors, as community members, like, we aren't people who just sit back and just watch the world go by. We're problem solvers, right? Like, we are here to help people change their lives. But so many of us are sitting on the sidelines, like almost making moves, because we're so afraid of, I don't know, making waves maybe, like of standing in our power and fucking making shit happen. Like, you guys, that's what we're gonna do now. We're going to stand in our power and make shit happen. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm sorry. I know I have rambled probably quite a bit, but today this has just been on my heart, and I'm really seriously considering doing something that is terrifying for me. And I think that it's time. I think that it's time to take what I've been learning and take what I've been learning about myself and everyone else through fear, through counseling, through, you know, my mental health journey, and basically turn it into something that I can use to help other people. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, let's go to counseling together, right? No. Like, but what I'm saying is that I have learned a lot of tools that have helped me. Like I said, go from being agoraphobic to traveling across the country by myself. You guys, I know you don't, many of you don't know me, but if you did, or if you do, like, you know how huge that is, right? And so I want to show you how easy it can be. Not that it's not going to be like hard, but it's easy. It's an easy hard. You just have to commit to yourself. Okay? When we commit to ourselves, oh my God, you guys, we can change the damn world. Okay? Don't feel like you have to do everything alone. Reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's figure out how we can work together and just make a difference. All right? Okay, I have definitely carried on for a while now. So I want you all to know that I love you. If you have made it this far with me, I appreciate you. I would love to know what scary things you have done that you didn't think you could do, like ever do. What things have you done that have scared you, but you did it anyway? I would love to hear about it. Okay, you guys. All right. So if you are afraid, I want you in my DMs. If you feel like your real estate business is less than where you want it to be, less than what you want it to be, I want you to DM me. Let's talk about it, because I have a feeling that fear is what is holding your business back. It's just a feeling. It's what's been holding my business back. All of my business is back, actually. I am the person who's been holding all of this back. And I'm realizing, even as I sit here on this live, talking to probably no one, like my little thing says no one is watching, but here I am. And I guess you could just say that there is so much that I've done to hold myself back, that I realize now that there's just so much more we can do, you guys. And there's so much more that we can do together. So please, let's not hold ourselves back anymore. Let's not feel like we have to do it all alone, because literally there's a reason why I have created this group, and there's a reason why so many of you who have told me you're introverts, who have told me you're afraid, are in this group, right? Like, I want this to be a safe place for all of us to learn together. And quite frankly, I have learned a lot, and I want us all to succeed, all of us. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that you guys just have a blessed day. All right? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for rambling on so much. And in the future, I will also not be saying sorry so much, because my counselors keep telling me that that is one of my, not downfalls, but I can't think of the word, but I'm not supposed to apologize. So, done apologizing. We're gonna fucking change the world. We're gonna do it together. Let's go.